Well, our business goes back an awful long way. I worked with my grandfather and my dad, but I always heard about my great-grandfather, who I never knew. I asked my grandpa, when did great-grandpa really start the business? It says on our building here since 1917, but when I asked my grandpa about great-grandpa, he said he actually started around the turn of the century. And as researched by the Minnesota Grocers Association, even if we just go back to 1917, we are the oldest grocery company in the state of Minnesota today. I do remember hearing that back in the 30s, the Depression, whatever else, there was not a family in all of Waconia that ever went hungry. My grandfather made sure they had what they needed for their family. Set examples. I think that Jamie and Jessa see my passion for not only the building, the business here, and the employees and the customers and the communities we serve and whatever else. They caught it.
Well, I started cashiering at the store when we were in downtown Waconia.
I will say that, Jamie and Jessa, my God, they're going to be better at this than I ever was. They are so sharp and so good, and times have changed so much. For me to try to keep up to the technology and all that, well, that's Jessa. Jessa can do it, and Jamie is one of the best operations people I've seen in the industry. Lori and I, my wife and I, are so blessed to have two kids that have the passion, number one, and are as good as what they do and will serve our store, our employees, and our communities.
Our skills are very different. He is a lot more involved in more of the day-to-day, on the floor, ordering, planning out ads, doing those types of things, which I'm not as good at.
We always want to leave Waconia better than when we got here. I think we try to lead by example.
We help support the local food shelves on a daily basis, and last year it was around 100,000. Other organizations and stuff, it was around 50,000. So I was like, well, what does that even equate to? I'm not really sure, because it's not why we do it. We do it because it's the right thing to participate in our communities.
I love working in the community. Our local Chamber of Commerce is one of the best in the state as far as I'm concerned. We're just involved with everything they do. Even at my age, I'll be on every committee I can possibly be on. I just like being involved.
Personally, I serve on the Backyard Wishes board. What we do is we help support local families who maybe aren't able to help their kid pay for show choir or football. All kids can participate, and that's what we help support. I would say a large percentage of our employees are in some way, shape, or form involved in the community. That's a big part of who they are. I think that it's important for us to make sure that we're taking care of our communities that we're in right now. We're only as strong as the community that we serve. We have a huge responsibility to give back to that community and help support them. There's a huge value overall to support the schools, the hospitals, the nonprofits. We do a bag hunger campaign where we've partnered with local schools, daycares, organizations like that, and we ask them to collect groceries or money, and then we take a large group of our employees and go from school to school to school and pick up all of these groceries, and then we split it up and deliver to each of the food shelves.
Just try it once and see if you don't really get more out of it than you put into it.
Stay involved, get into your communities, find out what the needs are, listen to your customers and your employees. I think it all starts there. You just grow. You get involved and be a part of the communities that you're in. It's important because that's what makes community. I think if you don't engage in your community, then why are you in business there?